Hey everybody, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. I almost did not come on today. It's been a weird day. That's all I really want to say on it. I will say one of the weird things about it is that Alton has a bum paw, and anytime he isn't feeling well, I don't feel well. But I don't know how it is. I really try to be careful on where he walks and what he does outside. But I don't catch everything, I guess, and he can sometimes step on things, or the popular convention is it's a foxtail. I don't think this was a foxtail, but nonetheless, something punctured his foot. It gets irritated, swells, he limps, and then hi Jack and Donna, good to see you too. And he limps, and then like this morning, it gets so irritated, or swells up to where it bursts. So his paw started bleeding, and the main thing you want to do is prevent infection. So I had to soak the paw, put cream on it, try to keep him from licking it, all of the things. And that means he can't have some walks, at least for today. He is walking better. That's good. But I don't want him overusing the paw, because the thing you really have to be careful about is infection. And that's going to require a vet visit and antibiotics. And while, if I felt he was not doing better, he is walking better. And I think we can treat this at home. Yeah, it's just, I feel bad for the guy. Don't want my baby to be in pain. So dealing with that, and just kind of feeling undermotivated all the way around. But I did force myself to come in the office, get some work done on my graphics, and I wanted to be here for you, and I wanted to be here for myself. So here I am. So with that, let's answer one or two questions. The Giants baseball season is officially over. They did not make the playoffs. Boo. And their coach, manager, whatever you want to call him, has been fired. So we will see what happens with next season. Okay. What one feud will never die? What's one feud that I think will never die? Well, I think people have strong opinions on everything from their favorite soda to certain foods to what season they love. I don't know if that's really a feud. I'll take this to more of a deeper level, and I think that there's a great phrase that I heard from a family member. It says, morals can never be legislated. And so I think some of the hot button topics of society right now around abortion, around gun control, certain free speech issues, book bans, LGBTQ issues, while I am on the liberal and progressive side of all of those things, I think that they'll never be over. I think these are things that will be debated and discussed for forever. Issues around religion, because there's such a moral component, and morals are a belief. And while there can be laws put into place to help regulate some of these things for a society to function, you're still going to have people that either agree or disagree with those laws. So, yeah. That's all I'm really going to say on that. But there are things that have been arguments they say, as old as the test of time. And I think they will continue to be. So, let me see what my magic cup here has for another question. Put in the comments below. Obviously, I always want to hear from you guys. You think of any kind of feuds, and it can be things that aren't as serious. You Think I'll Never Die, like one of the more frivolous feuds I can think of is the classic Coke Pepsi debate, which is better. You know me, I'll drink either. I happen to be drinking Coke right now. Mostly because, well, they do have a real sugar version of Pepsi now. I normally drink the Mexican Coke because it's real sugar, not high fructose corn syrup. You can buy that in Pepsi now, but I just kind of actually prefer the taste of Coke. So, there you go. Let's see here. If one song regarded as your personal anthem, what would it be? Good question. Well, I think it would be Elton John's song, I'm Still Standing. I'm pretty sure that's the title. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me make sure that's the title. Let me see here. If I could type. Yep, I'm Still Standing. So I love that song. I'm a fan of Elton John. But, given some of the hardships and adversities I've had to face in my life, I feel very fortunate that I'm still alive. I've seen a lot of friends and family, I think, pass away before their time, and I'm here still to, fight for another day, my own life, my own health, that of the people I love. So I promise I won't sing too much on here. Thanks for the props, though, Jack. I just love that song and I love the lyrics. And so yeah. But I in general, my genre of music is top 40 contemporary pop, some R&B, some rap, but not a lot of rap. Basically old school 80s and 90s. Definitely not. It's easier for me to say what I don't like. I don't like country, although the exception is Garth Brooks. I do like Garth Brooks, Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. I mean, they're just like classics. I don't like opera. I don't like classical. Folk, I can appreciate, like folk and bluegrass and blues. Right? I appreciate those genres, but I don't really gravitate towards them. They're not heavy in my playlist rotation, so to speak. I'm curious, Jack, do you have a favorite song that you would consider either your anthem or just one that you really identify with or like? And for anybody who's watching this on the replay, feel free to put in the comments as well. I always think that like topics around music, food, what else? Maybe travel. It's kind of things we can all kind of get our hands around and have comments on and feedback and talk about. So I'd love to hear yours. Let's see. I'll answer one more here because I'm not quite at 10 minutes. Let's see. What item in your refrigerator is most likely to go bad? Well, interesting, timely question here because I do actually need to clean out our fridge. It's one of the things I'm procrastinating on. And I would say in general, as for most refrigerators, fruits and vegetables go bad the quickest, and that is no exception in our house. I've got some spring mix in there that we need to finish, but I think a couple of the tomatoes and I have a cucumber. Cucumbers always go bad so quickly. It almost makes me not want to buy them because it's just me and Andrew. He doesn't love cucumbers. I tolerate them. I mean, I like them, but they give me gas, to be honest. So I can't eat too many of them. And yeah, I've tried to pickle them and preserve them to keep them lasting longer, but it never works. So I would have to say, given what we eat in our menu and diet, cucumbers go bad the quickest, followed by, and you can't freeze them, that's the other thing. Like onions, peppers, um, you can freeze tomatoes, but then reconstituting them is really best only for sauces, like marinaras, homemade marinaras, and stuff like that. But cucumbers you can't really freeze. So, yeah, and then I have a pretty liberal um, take on things like sauces, dressings. I look at the labels to see what's in them. But most products have like a best by date or an expiration date. And I kind of go by the sniff test. Although, food poisoning is no joke. And so I do err on the side of caution. I just want to say that I'm not the person if like it's one day past the date and it still smells good and looks good, then I'll go ahead and eat it. And then I normally, if I'm not sure, I'll ask Andrew and he'll look at it and let him decide for himself because I don't ever want to make him sick. So, yeah. That's another topic though. I'm curious about people's refrigerators. I love to, when I'm grocery shopping, I'm one of these people, I'm not like obvious about it, but I like to look at people's baskets to see what they're buying. Or like, when they're putting it up on the conveyor belt. Um, just curious. So, share in the comments what you like to buy or what goes bad quickly, how you deal with it. If you do know of a way to help keep cucumbers fresher, please let me know. I'm all ears. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Another problem I've been having is my sleep schedule is really off. I've been having a hard time getting to sleep, and then I sleep in way too late. I think part of it's due to the season changing. It's getting colder in the morning and makes me want to cuddle and hibernate more. And yeah, I've just been sleeping in too late, and that's been like cutting into, what I can get done in a day. So I need to think about how I can fix that. But um, hopefully by next week, I'll have that somewhat figured out and I can come on here a little more with it and chipper and together. But this is real life and this is me today. So I appreciate you being here. Appreciate if you're watching on the replay. I just love doing these lives and I hope to get back to doing more traditional video editing and posting very soon. But I really want to get this e-commerce shop open, and I hope to do that by the end of the month. And when I do, you will all know about it. So thank you. And Jack, thank you for coming today and showing up for me. It really means a lot. And everybody on the replay, thank you for watching and commenting. And I will see you next week, if not before. Send some good vibes for Alton's paw, and we can get through this little health crisis and continue to enjoy the fall. So, love you guys. Take care. See you next week.